quick trip today. I've got those two cameras out. I've got the one out in the open on that trail, and I've got the one in the scrub. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna check around where I jumped this big buck last time. I'm gonna look around there. I'm gonna hit a few more beds on the other side that I didn't get to the other day, and just make another scouting trip. This is probably gonna be my last one. I'll leave these cameras in for whatever camera I put in. Probably gonna leave for a month or more before I get back to it. It's 3 weeks. I know that video just dropped late, but it's 3 weeks from putting those two cameras out and jumping those other bucks. So I'm gonna see what else I can jump. Gotta assess the situation, and then just leave the cameras in for a longer period of time this time, and just quit messing with these deer. And I'll be back before archery season to do more scouting and running more cameras. Anything I do probably through the summer, it'll just be check these cameras once a month and post some videos. Might be the last scouting trip though, so see what I can find. I'm on the back side of that bedding area I jumped that buck. There's actually a road right there. He wasn't 60 yards from a road. There's trails in here. It's a little harder to see and the sun's so bright. But there's a scrape right there, an old scrape, the licking branch, and there's another one right there. They're done scraping, but way done scraping. But there's some trails in here I've been following. Not very far, but I've been following. There's a few tracks. Can't tell how big they are. I'd like to see if that buck is coming out this side too. Come archery season, we can try to set up on him. If he's still here. I'd like to find a place to put a camera over here where I can see just what the deer are doing on this side. Looks kind of promising. Now, I searched around on the south side of that buck's bedding area. I didn't find any sign. A couple doe signs. That was about it. A lot of people are hunting these trails and nighttime sign, and I messed up for a lot of years. Now, I'm no big buck killer. I've learned so much here in the last year running these cameras. It's changed my point of view of the way I'm going to hunt from now on. Yeah. I mean, I see these guys, they find a trail, they set up a tree stand, they put a cell camera facing the tree stand or crossing the trail that they're going to be shooting to. And I mean, there'll be 8 or 9 vehicles in this parking lot, and I don't think that one deer, maybe 2, maybe a hog and a buck come out of here. And there's bucks in here. I mean, they didn't kill none of the bucks that I had on camera. I'll know for sure when I get to these cameras on some of these bucks, but I just seen 2 of them, and I know for sure it was on camera. I haven't heard of any big monsters coming out of here this year. Just nice typical 2.5, maybe 3.5-year-old, 13, 12 inches inside, spread kind of bucks. And I'm getting bigger bucks than that on camera, and they're not getting killed. That gives me a lot of faith in these bucks and deer that they can they can pull that off and not get killed on public land. Especially in a still hunting only area like this. Some of the other places we hunt, they put a job on it, and they work on them 2.5, 3.5-year-old bucks. It's hard for one to get 3.5 years old, make it through that first good legal rack as like a 2.5-year-old. But they do, and they learn how to survive. But to me, that just tells me I got this place all to myself. I've been in here while they were hunting, and there 8 cars in the parking lot. I never saw hunters and walked around here checking cameras all day. So they're hunting the nighttime sign in the thick. I heard one shot come out of here on a good feed the last day. Heard nothing the day before, that afternoon before. There was a guy in here all week, and I think he drug something out. I don't know if it was a buck or a hog, but shoot. And nobody checked anything out. There's a trail crossing open prairie. No, but nobody checked anything out. So, that Sunday. So maybe they missed. I don't know. Maybe they didn't even bother checking them out. But it gives me faith. I've got a nice young 8-point. If he stays there, so next year he's going to be a nice buck. Next year, he's legal this year, but he's going to be a nice one next year. And maybe I can find him. You know, we've got 2 or 3 of these big mature bucks that if I can find them next year, I'm getting to know the bedding areas. And I think the P's going to be getting close to these bedding areas, setting up 100, 150 yards away as quietly as possible. So when they're coming back or leaving, morning or evening, I can check them. Now this is so open out here, I think it would be better for muzzleloader, but thought I just jumped something. I hit that loud bush right there and I couldn't hear nothing. Maybe in the wind. I walked through here a little bit last time. I didn't go through all the way in, but this doesn't really look like bedding. The north side of it does. But yeah, hunting those beds, fine with these deer bedding. That's my tip of the day. And get somewhat close to them and wait them out. You may not see another deer all day. If you want to see does, I mean, I got spots. I can go to the 2-mile swamp camera spot and go shoot a doe. But it's 2-mile walk in. I'm not sure I want to drag a doe out 2 miles. Find a way to, but need one of them electric bikes. There's a little doe and woodland sign in here. You get in this middle section right here. It's mostly does and woodlands. I'm about to hop over here to the left, to the north, and go to the first camera that I put on that snag. I can see the snag from here. Let me go over there and check that camera. I'll be right with you. That's new. Maybe I got something good on there. Coming up on the camera. There it is. It's still there. So let me check it. And see what's on it. Alright, that was pretty productive. I went ahead and put an SD card in it, and I set it, and I turned it to the left, the camera's left, just a hair. I was catching that, just the edge of that daggum palmetto right there, and the wind blew during the day. I'd get a bunch of pictures of the wind blowing. And you couldn't see nothing else moving here, but just a little bit. The very edge of that little palmetto right there. So there's some young bucks, there's a bunch of does, a lot of morning activity. And, well, I mean, you kind of figure, because I figured it'd be something anyway. There's the camera, so, but right that direction, about 80 yards is a bed. I jumped 4 does out of there last time, so I'm gonna walk around it. I'm not gonna bother them this time. And I didn't catch what did that. Probably one of them does or young bucks. I'm gonna walk out here, walk through the trail. There's a lot more tracks than there was here last time, but it had rained a day ahead. There's tracks all over. Some old and some new. You could set up a camera anywhere in here and catch deer. If I had a tree or something here, I thought about putting a camera right on that little snag, but these palmettos are too close, and that trail's just right there. It'd be too close. If those 2 palmettos weren't there, I could get some head-on shots. There's nothing else around here in this little larger area of this trail to put a camera on and get a longer view. So, in this trail too, leading out, it V's right here, and that bedding area is just right that way. I'm not gonna keep pointing, but it's that way about 80 yards. You go up this trail and then it hooks. It kind of J-hooks in the palmettos. I jumped 4 does up there last time. So I'm gonna go out this way and head towards the scrub camera through the palmettos and see what it looks like. Walking up to the new scrub camera. This is where the last one was. And there's the scene from the last one. So now I'm going to go behind. So this is that trash. Not trash, but it's the brush that I was telling you about. I'm going behind that to this camera. This trail still doing pretty good. That camera is on. This is the problem with this camera, though. I have to walk trails in. I'm going to try to find a way to get in here from the back side. That's one of my goals today. If I can't get in there, it's not so much for the camera, but for hunting this area, because the outsides are better for bucks in daylight. There's been plenty of deer come through here. Alright, let me check this, see what we got. And I'll add this on the video. Alright, well that was pretty good at first. A lot of deer were coming down this trail just like I thought. But I don't like crossing that trail. I turned the camera to face this way a little more. I was facing that way, as you'll see in the video. I was catching a lot of those palmettos blowing in the wind, and then when it lit up at night, you couldn't see past those palmettos. So I'm not going to worry about that trail in the back. I'm just going to focus it right here as they come by. Hopefully I can catch them. Hopefully it's not too side to side that I just don't get their butt when they come by. You know how that works. I wonder if I turned it to face that direction where to get head on and going away. I might try that. I don't have another tree here to put a camera on. I can go back there, catch anything coming by over there, but it just seems kind of counterproductive. So this was the main trail that everything was coming down. It was real productive for a couple days. There was a buck stood right here, like right here in front of the camera. Nice freaking buck. Probably 13 and a half, 14 inches wide, 8-point. And he looked at the camera and he smelt something because it was like the next night. And he took off and I didn't see him again. But he had come by a couple times before that, and then he just stood right there, the perfect shot. I don't know. I'll try this. And what I'll probably do, I've got plenty of cameras. I'm going to go over here to the scrape. I might even put one back where I had it. Catch that trail again, and then I might put one back on the scrape trail. And I'll probably do that. So I'll have 2 more cameras out. There'll be 4 cameras out. That's plenty. It was a good way to put one right here. You'd catch deer coming in, but that's not as productive as, but that's the same trail over there. So I think I'll do that. I'll put out 4 cameras. Here's the videos I picked up from today. The highlights, the good ones, some good bucks, a lot of young bucks, and does. They should be losing their horns here next. Antlers here in the next couple weeks or month, probably a month. So a lot of that'll be over with. But all right, here you go. Appreciate it. Florida Outdoors with Brian.